welcome back to the Phantoms Fanatic YouTube channel, and I am continuing my Predator marathon, which sounds a lot worse than it is meant to sound, but no, this is obviously the next review in the Predator franchise, obviously, because Prey's coming out, and I think the day that I'm recording this, the full-on trailer dropped, which I'm excited for that even more now. Anyways, Predator 2, released in 1990, starring Danny Glover, Kevin Peter Hall, yet again as the Predator, Gary Busey, Bill Paxton. And, yeah, basically the plot of this is that there's a Los Angeles drug war going on, and a police officer, who doesn't follow the rules, but, he still gets the fucking job done, and, he's getting too old for this shit, and stuff like that, played by Danny Glover, is dealing with this drug war, but then some strange murders happens to each side, and they figure out that there is the extraterrestrial hunter, the Predator, after him, and especially when dealing with an FBI special agent played by Gary Busey, he realizes that there's this interstellar predator that they're hoping to capture. So, this movie does not have the best reputation out there. And me rewatching it recently, I completely understand why it doesn't have the best reputations. This movie's plot is just fucking insanity half the time. The actor's delivery and some of the lines situations are also fucking insane. But I don't think it deserves a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. Also, I'm not a person who thinks that Rotten Tomatoes is the give-and-all of everything. This movie, I don't even think it's that bad. I actually kind of enjoyed it. Because, as I said about the first Predator, obviously the characters were no strong part in that. It was mainly to build up to the good reveal of the Predator stalking, slashing, and stuff like that, which was the whole point why I really fucking enjoyed Predator. Predator 2 is obviously a lot more of an action movie and a cop movie at the same time. And I do like seeing the Predator in a different place, and the effects definitely have taken a huge step up, obviously, because this movie had a bigger budget than the first one, but all the lore that it adds to the Predator in this one, I also just fucking love, because yet again, the Predator is so goddamn interesting to me as one of my favorite characters in a film. And getting much more lore on it, I love to see. And I think Danny Glover does put in a good performance. He's pretty much Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon. This is practically a Lethal Weapon movie, but with a Predator in it. And, the characters are not necessarily a strong point. Danny Glover is... The actors are entertaining at playing the characters, but they're stock tropey characters, especially with Danny Glover being the cop that's too old for this shit, but, he disobeys orders, but he still gets the goddamn job done. Like, it's every single thing like that. Even though they're entertaining as hell in these roles, like, Danny Glover gives such a good performance going up against the Predator, and yet again, it's the same thing as the first one, where they build him up as a badass, and you completely understand this to why he could fight the Predator. And the whole impetus of this one is that he's in the urban jungle and stuff like that, which I like that, and especially the fact that it adds to the Predator lore by this Predator looks different. I love the different look of this Predator, and he gets so many different new weapons, like the net launcher, the combi stick, the thing that extends, even though it sounds like Cumby. Smart disc and stuff like that, all Predator stuff that I love. This is probably my favorite Predator, not my favorite Predator film, but it's probably my... Saying this is my favorite Predator, that sounds a bit wrong there, but no, it's... This is probably my favorite Predator, the character out of all of them. The first one's Jungle Hunter I like, but this one has a lot more personality, which I really enjoy, and the fact that it's like, shit happens, and like... I love all the added lore where, he goes down to their ship and he sees, all the skulls and stuff like that, and you see, like, a xenomorph skull and stuff like that, which hypes up the AVP movies, which I won't be covering yet, because I'm already reviewing 4 movies from the same franchise. I don't want to review those ones yet. But no, I really found this entertaining. The music is yet again done by Alan Silvestri, where I didn't really notice the music that much in this one as I did in the first one. The first one's score is fantastic in my opinion. In this one, I didn't notice it as much, but it was still good. One thing that I do say is a bit of a step down is the direction and cinematography. The cinematography for this movie is kind of gray, smoky, and ugly, which is fine, but I feel like the first one had such a green, and as I said, they had those like tracking shots, which I really did enjoy seeing them. But like with this one, I feel like the direction is not as strong in the shot cinematography and stuff like that. Not saying it's bad. There's some dope ass shots, like the Predator holding the spear and the skull on top of the building, like that's an iconic shot of the franchise, and it's a dope ass shot in itself. And I just really enjoyed that. Some of the shots are very good, and obviously these actors are just very entertaining. Gary Busey being over the fucking top is like, you don't want to fuck with me. Hey, remember me, asshole? He's mine. Like Gary Busey is so funny in this as Peter Keyes, and Bill Paxton, yet again, kind of a stocked character trope, but it's Bill Paxton playing him. He's entertaining, even if it's not the most standard character, because he's just like, the dippy cowboy cop they call him, and he's like, yeah, that's my specialty, and he's like, hey, yo, and then he gets his nuts grabbed by somebody. Yet again, building that they're badasses. And what I do like about this is that Danny Glover doesn't really have the same mentality as Arnold in the first one. This one, it's like he wants revenge because he killed all of his friends and all of his, like, teammates that he trusted in this gang war and stuff like that, which I really do enjoy the build up to the plot. Obviously, some of the line deliveries in this are fucking wild, and the movie isn't necessarily the nicest looking. It gets better in its second half when he's in like this cool cold like storage house fighting the Predator. I like the cinematography in those scenes, and especially when you get to the Predator ship at the end. But I feel like the first half is just a bit too much like gray, smoky looking, and all these clothes that these actors are wearing are a bit too 90s for me, like big ass suits. But yeah, and it builds to the Predator lore, times of conflict, they show up, get to do some gang hunting and stuff like that, and it's super hot because they like humid clients. And then like the Predator switching his vision to different modes to see them. I love all that. It just builds up to the Predator becoming more of this unique and utilized character as the time goes on. And that's what I love. And especially in the next one, we'll get more about that, which I'll enjoy, but it still stays canon to it. And as I said, this movie is also fucking insane in some moments. Like, there's a voodoo Jamaican priest subplot, and he stands and fights the Predator. He's like, it's from the other side. You want the ganja, man? And yeah, I'm saying that some of the actors in this are not very good, but it doesn't really bother me because in the first one, the actors were just entertaining. And in this one, not saying that Danny Glover or any of the main actors are necessarily bad. They're just standard, but they still are having fun with the roles, which I don't mind. But a lot of the extra actors are just, it's kind of just fucking insane sometimes. Like, when the Predator Kool-Aid mans his way out of this woman's bathroom, he's like, don't worry, I'm a cop. She's like, I don't think he gives a shit. Like, what kind of fucking reaction is that? Or these like over the top drug addicts like, oh yeah, woo, and then he fights the Predator. Like, some of these, I'm not saying that I don't understand why people think this is a bad movie, but I don't think the plot or like the characters are not that bad. Like, they're entertaining. I say they're on par with the first movie's characters, and the plot is definitely a step down, but it still builds the Predator lore, which I really enjoy seeing. I don't know. I really enjoyed this one, especially how Danny Glover manages to kill the Predator in the end, and then the other Predators respect him for that. Like, yet again, just such cool idea building for the lore and characters of this world. But it's still staying consistent with the first movies. But yeah, I definitely recommend Predator 2. Even people saying it's like a so bad it's good movie, it's like, nah, I think it's just an entertaining action movie that builds more interesting lore on a character from a better constructed movie. The plot and some of the background acting and the cinematography aren't necessarily the best in this movie. But I still feel like I really do enjoy the build-up to the Predator in this, and they still have some really good effects, some really good gore that I really did enjoy. And I just enjoyed it, even if you could say I enjoyed it by a batshit perspective. Because some of this movie, I'm admitting, is bad shit and weird as all hell. But I still really fucking enjoyed it. So I definitely recommend it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you guys want me to review any more movies, please comment them. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe down below. And what the... Oh, there's a Predator party going on. Not the Harvey Weinstein, not the Charles Epstein, sexual predator party. Just the Predators. So, you know what? It's time for me to go get my party on, motherfuckers. Woo! Well, this Predator ship is pretty dope down here. Pretty dark, but you know what? It's time to party with my Predator bros! Yeah! 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 Wait, why are you being so mean? I did nothing! Oh, these, no! Those aren't blood. They're just glow sticks. Ah, shit. I knew this would happen. Let's go, motherfuckers! I may not be able to kill you with this fucking thing, but I'll certainly try. Die, bitch! Wait. He's not getting back up. Holy shit, I actually killed a Predator! Take that, bitches! I'll take you all with me! Yeah, that's not as impressive, but, I still killed one of you. Suck it! Fuck you! Fuck! Whoa! This is really cool, artifact and stuff like that, but I was wondering if I have one of your, dope-ass plasma casters, or one of those fucking Cumby or Gomby sticks.
Take.
Yeah, no, I'll take it, but I was wondering if I could have something else. Shit, no, not there. You know what? I'll just go. I'll take, my, this cool pistol. I guess I can sell it. I'm out of here.